big Volvos are supposed to be spacious, safe, very comfy, and as Swedish as pickled herring. Let's just ignore the fact that Volvo is now owned by the Chinese, okay? Because the S80 does nothing to dispel the Volvo stereotype. It's aimed at those that want something a little less showy than an Audi A6, Mercedes E-Class or BMW 5 Series. Something that above all else is designed to provide a relaxing ride for all occupants. For instance, if you need to give your friends or family a lift, they'll be more than happy in the back of this car. That seat's my usual driving position, got lots of knee room, headroom's really good as well, 6-footers, they'll be fine here. Also this central seat, you know, it's nice and flat, so you can sit 3 abreast, and if you look down here, footwells are big, so there's plenty of room for everyone's feet here. And the transmission tunnel, if I move out the way, you'll see it's not as intrusive as in its German rivals, plus the seats, they're just so comfy and so Volvo-y. And this leather, it's standard as well. So too is digital radio, satellite navigation, automatic rain sensors, rear parking sensors, and Bluetooth. On the outside you get 17-inch alloy wheels, LED daytime running lights and retractable door mirrors. Cubby spaces are excellent as well. The glove box goes back so far I'm going to have to lean forward to get out my big bottle. And the S80, it just, you know, it don't care. It'll just swallow up a big bottle anywhere, no matter where you put it. Just look at this. There's just so much room in this thing. And in the side door bins, I mean, look at that. I can get it in there as well. So brilliant. The S80, it passes the Carbuyer big bottle test left, right and centre. Most people have the preconception that Volvos are big, comfy cruisers, and, well, the S80 totally lives up to that. I mean, the seats, well, the seats in Volvos and the seats in Lexuses are the comfiest in the business, and this car as well, it adds to that a nice quiet cabin and a generally smooth ride. Another thing people think of when you say the word Volvo is safety, and the S80 doesn't let you down there at all because it's absolutely packed full of airbags and it's got all the latest anti-collision devices. Now, I don't know if you can hear that noise there. It sounds a little bit like the noise that Steve Austin, the $6 million man, used to make when he was running. Well, that's actually the lane departure warning system. It's just a little bit strange. In fact, I'll do it again. Here we go. And I don't know if you ever saw the $6 million man, but that's the noise he used to make when he ran, for your information. There's loads of other safety systems on this car as well, such as blind spot warning, pedestrian protection, the city safe auto braking, and it's a very, very safe car. Some people might find the systems a little bit over nannying, like the car doesn't trust you to drive without crashing, but you know, it's better to have them than to not. This particular car has a 2-litre diesel D4 engine, and it's really, really good. It's punchy, it's smooth, it's very economical as well. It's the only engine you actually want, you see, because there's a slightly quicker but a lot less economical D5 2.4 litre, and there's a 1.6 litre D2 diesel, but that is so slow. I mean, it moves at the pace of a Swedish glacier. This brings us on to the final preconception about Volvos, that they aren't particularly exciting to drive. And yes, that stereotype is perfectly justified because the S80 makes a BMW 5 Series seem as exciting to drive as a Formula 1 car. And then there's those things which aren't very Volvo-like, which are completely different to this stereotype. And one of them is the fact that, you see, right, Swedish are supposed to be good for their ergonomics, but this centre console with all the buttons down here, it's just a mess. I mean, look, you've got individual numbers for the phone. I mean, who knows anyone's phone number these days? The only number I know is my own, and the only time I'm ever going to call my own phone is when I've lost it, but obviously I haven't lost it if I've got it connected to the car. I'd be like, duh. Also, something that's slightly annoying, the windscreen wipers. If you want to control them yourself manually, you need the delicate touch of a brain surgeon, because they just seem to just, look, you accidentally put it either off or all the way on. That's really annoying. Stop it. Stop it. No, stop it. In many ways, the S80 is your archetypal Volvo. However, there are some things about it which aren't so Volvo-ish, such as the boot isn't class leading because it's not as large as an Audi A6 is, and the opening isn't as wide as some of its rivals. Then there's the fact that inside the Swedish design feels as dated as an ABBA song, albeit one that's been digitally remastered. Finally, there's the depreciation, because the Volvo S80 won't hold its value as welcome resale time as its German rivals, but then it's actually better value to buy in the first place. And yes, while your preconceptions about this car may be valid, if you actually drive one of these things, you'll probably find that you actually rather enjoy those preconceptions. But if you want something more sporty, you should check out our review of the BMW 5 Series by clicking here, or something more futuristic, the Lexus GS, by clicking down here. If you click here, you can see our very latest video review, and if you click up there on our logo, you can subscribe to our channel.